Hello. Okay, I got it working. Hate when that happens. Mic and microphone. I don't have two. Anyways, welcome to ABC123Trader. Mike here. We're gonna get started right in a few seconds. Market's opening in about a minute, and we'll go from there. Here's a user agreement. Basically, the risk disclaimer, which is mandatory, but I guess whatever the 401, whatever their number is, states that trading futures, forex, cryptos, all that other stuff is very high, can be very high risk, and whatever you trade, trade your own money that you can afford. If you cannot, they want you to go to work somewhere, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I'll let you read this. We'll start up, and then I'm going to do something a little bit different today, and I want to see if anybody's learned anything. Good morning, everybody. Mr. Mike here, and let's start taking a look at today's market. And what I want to do today is something a little bit different. I know there's only a couple of people online right now, and what I like to do is I'm actually going to give you a quiz today. Since I'm doing this every single day, and I try to show you what my opinion is, and we won't be starting to trade on top of the hour. What I want to do is to see if you guys are actually learning how to trade. That's the bottom line. So I'm going to ask you, between this page here, Fox Business, and stock market, if you're writing in your little trusty book, what's your opinion on the market today? I'd like to get an answer on this one. If anybody feels that they want to answer. Where is my speech thing so I can see? Okay, I'm going to even type it. What is the answer of the news today? And what are traders? First step. And then we're going to go deeper into this rabbit hole. Very first question. Well, I don't have any volume today. Well, maybe I should use this. Let's try that. Let's see if that works. If anybody's interested. Very simple. Very simple, guys. There we go. I got my noise back. They're showing market sentiment is going up. Since nobody wants to answer. Oh, it took a couple minutes for the markers to kick in. Okay. Now we're gonna go into the question number 2. I'm gonna close this. I don't need this page anymore. Let's open this up. 2 pieces of news here. So you guys can wrap your brain around this once again. Need to teach you guys. Look at all these little boxes I made. Don't need them anymore. Since the market, oh, what you put? since I guess January 28th at whatever time it was. At January 28th, 7:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have this phase. And I presume you guys know what that phase is by now. Can anybody tell me what this phase is? You can text it in there on the YouTube channel. And why is it so important? So, daily chart, I'm even going to type it in for me. Daily chart, what is, I wonder if it works on live streaming here. Yeah, it is. Okay, so daily chart, what is relevant on this swings scanner? We're gonna go down this because you know I'm not gonna trade until top of the hour. We can look at everything and what I'm looking at. If anybody has, perfect. I can hear it now. Anybody see anything that's relevant about it? Tough crowd today. Alrighty. So on this daily chart, let's go to the 15-minute chart. We're used. Good morning, Isham. So if you're seeing the questions or not, I'm asking some guys right now what is relevant about the swing scanner. I'm actually trying to quiz you guys today so you guys can educate instead of just me telling what I'm thinking. The reason why I want to do this, I want you guys to become a very consistent trader and not get worried about, you know, sometimes taking heat in a bad trade or whatever, and if you feel confident enough. It's all about building confidence. Trading is mainly mental, guys. If you feel confident in your methodology and your statistics are proving that it can work, you'll become a consistent trader. Yesterday you saw that heat of 500, and then I got that stupid phone call yesterday. Morning, Leonard. So the question I'm asking again today, what does this chart represent if you guys, because I'm trying to quiz you guys today. And why is it so important? I'm going to give 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to, of course, have to answer if nobody answers. Okay, I know it's a tough crowd today. Swing scanner, daily chart. We want to, it's always important to look at longer time frames. Okay, guys? I'm even going to go to a weekly chart. Let's go to the weekly chart and see what the sentiment energy is. Then we'll go back to daily. It's very important. Remember, market makers, institution guys, all these guys, they don't look at these little dots that we look at. They look at the big picture. Okay? So as you can see, every week the market is playing on a range. Record the weekly range, guys. We know their areas of interest. And if you look at the average range of a full week, we can actually possibly project tops and bottoms as well. Okay? When we do that, once we know what the weekly range they're playing with, then we can start getting into a smaller time frame, right, hopefully right to the tick. Okay? That's one of the keys. So what will happen is during the week, we're going to see where in the phase are we. Now, if you look at this, look how crazy this is. If you look at it. Sell phase, red. Green phase, look at this. It went down right to the beginning of the phase. They got to that low point and they're pushing their way up. Okay? Now let's go to the daily chart. Now, we knew the week it went up. But look at this. Now we have to get our sentiment when we're going down in time. Are they pushing it up? Are they pushing it down? Or are we going to be having that ugly day of just range bound? See, this is what we look at. So right here, we had those two nice aggressive runs. And then, yeah, I took that short yesterday, and then I had to leave because that phone call for that fundraiser I had to go to because we're really crunching time to do this stupid COVID thing. and now look what's happening. It's trying to rebound to our tops. Okay. Now, the next thing what we want to do, I'm going to do another trivia question here. There we go. And what I really looked at this. Actually, I'm going to turn off Market Maker. I got too many lines here. It's too noisy for now. Don't want it to. Let's get rid of those. Let's clean up the screen here. I'm going to set it for now to a 4-hour chart. And then we'll go to the 1 hour. 4 hours is 240 minutes, guys. There we go. Get rid of that. I need this line. That's our line in the sand. I can even get, let's just put this to the high so we know where it kind of is. Okay. Now, my question to you guys, I'm going to type it in again before we get into the trade top of the hour, possibly. What am I looking for in this chart? 240 minute. Very simple question. And I want to do this so you can understand. Does anybody know why I looked at this chart? Because we've been going through this for a little while. And then we'll pinpoint it more and more. Okay. There's still no answers. Okay. Okay, I just added a Fibonacci retracement. Reason why I'm adding Fibonacci retracement, I'm a Fibonacci person and I know it works. I know it works very well on high probabilities. And as you can see, where this run moved, and it took since January 31st for about 4 or 5 days, and she's playing around. See where 5061.8 is? I think it's, you know, we're getting close to that area of interest. See, this is the line in the sand from the swing scanner. Okay. Right now, what I look for, guys, very simple. How strong the trend is and timestamps and where we are in this timestamp. Look at this, 2300 to 9 a.m. Beautiful sell-off. 9 a.m. would have been profit for a while, kind of killed us at the end, but look how many hour differences. 2300 to 8 a.m. worked, 8 a.m. to 1300 worked, 1300 to 4 a.m. worked, 4 a.m. to 10 o'clock worked, 10 o'clock to 8 o'clock worked, 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock worked, 10 to 12, 12 to 8, 13 consolidation, 12 worked, 17 worked, 12, now we're at 7 to 5. Every single basic timestamp has worked on this. 1, passed. 2, passed for a while, failed at the end. So let's, you know what I'm going to do? Pass, fail, pass, 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 even here, pass, break even for 12 hours, pass, 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 and now we're here. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 2 are iffy, guys. Now we can add this to our arsenal. So back one step again. Where are we on this phase? Oh, the thing I also want to show you, hopefully it will show up. Swing scanner, because I didn't do this. This is the education I want to give today. Where are we on the phase? I put them, oh, I have to update it. Midline should be appearing right here. So halfway through the phase, we're halfway through the phase. So we did this swing, and now what they're doing, they're getting ready to do something. Look at this. See, no price action. I don't want to trade this. Our money was yesterday, guys. Really good money yesterday. But see, we don't have to trade if we don't need to. Got to remember that. There's three types of trading. Going long, going short, or staying out. That's as simple as it is. We don't have to always be in the trade. Okay? So there you go. So now my probability is looking for this to go up, and then also I'm looking at how strong the separation of lines are on that 240. Now if we go to 1 hour, let's just pull it back for a bit. Let's see what they're saying here. Same thing, 7 to 1. Oh yeah, 7 till 3 actually, they say. And see this 1 hour candle? They're just playing around. I don't need that. I don't care for these guys. We know they're playing this chop here. Okay? We don't see any major support and resistance. Well, they're playing probably with 13-hour areas. So let's go like this so you can understand. And then we look at top of the hour to see what price action is. Across. See? They're playing. We don't need this. And that could be it for today, guys. We might not even be in a trade. But as long as you understand, I don't need this trade. Okay? Now let's transition to the next question. Bada bing, bada boom. And see what we're seeing here. Yep, on the right chart. Now I'm going to type in again. Hopefully someone can answer this question. What am I looking in this chart? We're in chart number 3 here, guys. We're going to add it up on the next. You know what? I'm going to get a word thing so you can see exactly what I saw. Let's go to Microsoft right here. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Can anybody tell me I'm just going to type this for 30 seconds to tell you what's your opinion on the chart? And I'll show you what I'm typing in here. There. That's all I'm going to put for those two. Okay, right. Exactly, guys. I'm actually looking at, well, I'll say 4 things, but the main line is always, that's right. You guys are hitting it now. Perfect. And actually one of Isham's things I'm looking at as well. And right on, Heinz. I'm happy you're getting it. You got it, guys. You're hitting them all. You're hitting them all. I'm happy. First thing I always look at, you're right, energy, number 1. And that's the first thing I'm looking at. What's our energy? Another thing I do look at. Now, isn't this interesting? Look at this. This was yesterday's order flow accumulated delta, which comes from NinjaTrader. And see, look at this, how it lined up. 1,200 contracts, 1,200 contracts. It's supposed to be an update, but we're in that. If we looked at our daily chart, it was vibrating, guys. Okay? And look at this. There's nothing happening. They're playing. We're in consolidation, guys. There's not going to be any good trading for us for a while. So this is the time when you can say, we don't have to look at the chart, maybe look at it, and then we'll look at timestamps. Okay? And then also you'll get excited. Look at this, she's going to punch through. Now, don't get excited on those mini things. We're looking at the basics. We have to do top down. And then when I look at when things lined up from yesterday, now look at yesterday's. It was right at 10 o'clock. Look how beautiful that was. Remember that trade I did? And then I took heat here, and then I made some money, and I closed because of that fundraiser. She would have went down, and if I could have stayed, say I think I got right around here. I was trying to use this line here. And I had a profit target I was thinking originally to this red line here, where the bottom of the swing is. Oh, now I'm upset. 92 points. I only did 3 something. So that was almost $2,000. Okay, that was your $2,000 run. This is what I'm talking about. It's we don't have to be in the trade every single day. It's nice to have a winner. You know, you feel good. Blah blah blah. But look at this. You know how many traders are out there right now that are just they're so frustrated. They're down 700, 800, or even $1,000, and now they're going to try to fight the rest of the day. We don't need that. We'll let them whip. That's the beauty of it. It's patience. We're going to be looking at it. Darn rights. That's right, Leonard. We're going to look at it and see how the delta is just starting to increase. They're playing these games. They're getting people excited. We'll let them do the price action. Okay? But the funny thing is, what we're looking at so far, even though it's a doji, we're supposed to be going up today. Remember, this is the quiz I was telling you guys about. Look at this. Let's do it again. Some of you guys came in late. First method of methodology is, oh, the market's going up. Second set of methodology. Let's do it again. Stocks. Oh, there we go. Stocks inch higher as yellow meets Fed. SEC radio trading madness. See? They make you think one thing while they could do another thing. You're thinking of 10 o'clock reversal now. We don't know yet. But what we do is we see the psychological part on the news. Here, I'll open this up a little bit more. First thing, okay, market's supposed to be going up. Very much so consolidation range. People get excited on color. People get excited on this. They look at the VIX going down when you get, if you start understanding it more. And then we get into this. And then the guy's ready to jump and they're screwed. And then they're there, and they're here, and then they're here. Okay? But now, when I'm looking at this, I have no interest. Very first thing. Right here. Even top of the hour, guys, I might not have any interest. See there? There's no extreme energy. Yesterday's extreme energy was perfect. Right on top of the hour. You had extreme energy, there's a drop-off. And then they ran, remember, half hour, Isham, giving you credit because you said it. Every half hour you can look at it again, and away you go. Within that half hour period, we hit another support and resistance zone. Then top of the hour at 11 o'clock, where are we? At 11:15, remember that's usually a move. It was kind of already bounced back from the half hour. Check top of the hour, 12, where are we? A lot of energy, but still, we're not there. And then at 2 o'clock, they finally got to this zone of interest. So, when you're doing this, guys, we always look top of the hour. But remember yesterday when I took this zone, there it is right here. I looked at the previous consolidation. That's where the line in the sand is. Lined up to the day trend, guys, away we went. Now, I said this is one of my favorite trades right here. If it gets within that. Look at, we got 1 confirmation, 2 confirmation, and then these numbers were right at that time. So went bang, 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 top of the hour energy. We actually had 5. Can you draw them up with the point of control? Every volume point of control with NinjaTrader has POC. So what you do, like I typed in that, where is it on whatever charts, Control 3, or up here, Leonard, there is order flow volume profile right here. I just press Control 3 right here. Then I choose my zones. So for example, if I'm looking at today, this is total consolidation. We had consolidation of a few bars here. one extremity, but look at this. This is ugly. We know their range right here. I'm not even going to be worried about this drop off. They're testing. So I'll hold control 3. There's nothing, guys. Look at this. Because maybe they're meeting yellow. And this zone here, there's your volume point of control right here. See? They're bouncing up and down. F6, boom, right there. That's your zone. And if you look to the left, guess what? There you go again. See, they had a lot of volume here before. But and the reason why Jose and we were talking yesterday, he said, why do I use a 5,000 volume? You can use whatever number you guys want to use. The only reason why I like 5,000 personally for the NASDAQ right now, it's volatile. If we get to summertime blues and the market, like, post-election, for that 2 months, I was going nuts because there was no price action. I won't be using 5,000 because there's nothing happening. I might have to drop to 1,000 or whatever. But I like volume because it kind of gives you a little bit of a slower structure in order to get into to certain types of trades. And I'm also finding out 5,000 on NASDAQ, it might be 3,000 on YM or 2,000. These things on the peaks at the top of the hour are matching up very well. And that's the only reason why. Now, the 5 things I said before, what I look at on this chart today is right now my day trend is still in red. So it could be turning green. We don't know. So there's a no-go there. There we are, number 2, we are in consolidation, guys. We're in top of the hour yet. 4 more minutes. We'll see what happens if they just try to do a spike to here. But I'm not really interested today, guys. I'm going to wait and see. Because there hasn't been any kind of cycle. I will look here. Of course, energy and delta. That's all I look for. BT setting. I don't understand what you mean by BT settings, Hines. We'll get into ES. Actually, I'll show you an ES chart too. Okay, now what I'm going to do now, we can take it. See, there's no high energy on top of the hour, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. We're 3 minutes into there. Unless it really pushes in 3 minutes and makes it an extremity and pulls back, it might actually push this right down here, and maybe they want to buy in. I don't know. But I'm not even going to worry about it at this point in time. So, because I don't want to play these whip games. Now, what I'm going to do, which chart? I wanted to switch over to a different chart here. Let's see where it is. We're going to put it right here. I'm going to drag it over. See, look at the top of the hour. There is one extremity right here, guys. See, just starting to become extreme. Top of the hour. But look at this consolidation range. There is no nice, swing pattern. So I'm not going to even worry about it. Okay, so what we're going to do. Just give me a second, guys, here. Bar type settings. Okay, bar type. For ES, yeah, we'll get into that. Okay, so let me get to, there's the chart I want. Cross. Let's see if there's any price action yet. No. Okay. Not interested right now today, guys. So, let's see, 5, 1, 15 seconds, good. Okay, let's go to the 5-minute chart here. We're working our way down. Now, this chart, actually, I try to even clean it up. It's a little noisy right now. Very noisy. But that's fine. Now I'm going to ask you again, what am I looking at this chart? I know it's really noisy, but there's only 2 or 3 key things I look for. Because if I open it up, I can clean certain things. What am I looking at? I'm going to grab a coffee and I'll run away here. It's about a half an hour. Ooh, don't spill my coffee on my computer. Okay. No answers. Jeez, guys, come on. I'm trying to teach you here. Okay. This is what I'm looking at. Right on. There's Shum, you hit it again. That's right. Looking at the high volume bars. Okay. But I'm also looking at this map here. This is a big map I like looking at. When they're running correctly, guys, it works well. A secret to using this indicator, which is called market scanner, is the longer the time frame, the better the probabilities of the trade. Now, you know what the interesting thing is? While this is playing this consolidation game, I'm going to move this up. Okay? I got to really crunch this up so you can understand. We're having a lot of chop. You got her, Isham. And we can invert it if it inverses. But what the interesting thing is, once you start understanding how to use this, I need to use a vertical line maybe. No, I'll just use a mouse. So there's no trades happening today. See where this little gap is right here? Right here? I know it's so minute. But if we look straight down, why is this gap lined up with these two big sell-off bars? See? It is kind of working. I have a feeling they're going to play this game. And see, might be our trade today, guys. How ugly it is. I think we have to buy in at 2 o'clock. Look at this. Boom. You know what, Heinz? What I'm going to do is every chart I have today, I'm going to put it on the Discord so you can copy the templates. I'll do that for you guys. And you guys can take off the indicator one at a time. And I'll do that because there is a lot of indicators. A lot of this I use for teaching, and I use only a few charts right now. But mainly a lot of this is to do quick analysis and then focus on 1 or 2 charts maximum, just so you can pinpoint that trade. Basically, what I try to do for you guys is to understand top-down approach. Once you understand top-down approach and what the market is actually trying to tell you, then you can go right to those 2 charts that you like to use and then do your trades. So, but yeah, so what the market scanner does is the same thing like the time scanner, but what it will do, it's kind of like a recorder for data mine. Come on, Facebook data mines us all the time. See, I just say Facebook or YouTube, nothing on the track. But so what we're doing this to them. It's like how these Reddit guys, they sniff out these shorts, which or the Wall Street boys or the Wall Street guys. Right on. No problem, Heinz. So, and now the thing I want to tell you about choppiness. See when you get all these groupings of times here, 645, 705, 728, 20. Now look at this. We're still in chop. Okay? Even at the 615, where they say the spike, it did move a little bit of ranging, not as aggressive that we wanted. But from this 4 o'clock on, see, from 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, even the spike, look at this spike here, right here. Put it straight up. It started consolidating right as soon as that spike hit. And it's been playing this ugly game in chop, and is trying to push down. It is trying to push down. But I think our trade opportunity, possibly to buy in maybe, will be right in this zone, or it could be the next zone, somewhere down here, at maybe 1 o'clock. We don't know yet, but it's not happening. From our previous delta and all that other stuff, there's no price action, guys. So I don't want to play this game. Now, when I look at this chart, because it's really ugly right now, see how they said, oh yeah, 60-50. It's actually quite a bit of money on a big move, but it's just you're getting knocked out too many times. I will look like Isham was saying, at support and resistance levels. Right here, there's a prior low. This could be a bounce, but there has been nothing happening. Okay. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, break up. They'll probably come down here, maybe, and then buy up to go again. But it's still going to be an ugly day. I think it's this 150 moving on. This is our time, guys. They're going to play this ugly game. But what you'll see is when you see continuous blue candles like this right here, and then they bottom out. Literally, look at this, guys. I'm going to open this up so you can understand. The reason why I did all this programming so you can understand. At 10 o'clock, or is that 10? Yeah, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time last night, they said it was a buy. But remember, I said these are trying to do probability of times when price action will hit, and it did hit, but it reversed and it dropped. But look at this. For 5 minutes, a ton of sell-off. It's only 700 contracts, 460. They're pushing it all the way down, and they wanted to get literally to this level. And look at it's a market open price line. I don't know if it's Asian or English or New York, but that's their price point they wanted to get to. And what they're going to do today, guys, is they're probably going to go possibly by 2 o'clock right here one more time because it's moving too slow. And that's the position they want for the buy phase. Remember, we're still in buy phase. And it's not going like this, and it's not going like this. They're just playing games. So we as day traders, we're trying to get every little price action. Would have been, I'll guarantee, it's amazing how many will be destroyed today. So we know high volume. This is a most definitely area of interest. And the other psychological things that they do, that you can put this in your memory banks. See this number here? 13,350. 100 levels, 50 levels, 25 levels. But let's go into the larger numbers. But the 100 levels and the 50 levels are such a psychological number. They're saying we break the 50 mark, or we break the 100 mark, we break the 500 mark. And guess what? This one was just below the 50. Still, there's enough contracts out there sitting. Okay? Now take a look at this. We played from 9:30, whip up, whip down, top of the hour. Where are we? Top of the hour. And it's fighting. You can see they're pushing it down. They're pushing it down. They're pushing it down. Not interested. Okay? Let's wait. For myself today, I don't think I'll be doing a live trade for you guys today. I think my trade is going to be here when I'm offline here. So, but at least you'll know where my methodology is. I'm going to do a region Y. I'm just going to put it right there. That's what I'm looking at, guys. If it breaks down, I'll look to the left, trade the right. I will look at high energies and see what's happening, because there is a market open. See all this consolidation here? So let's go control 3. Let's see exactly what these guys are trying to do, so we can even pinpoint it maybe even more. Volume point of controls right here, guys. See, once again, they might sniff it a little bit lower, but we're within that range. See? So I'll put a line here too. I need just the basics. Let's go to left. So they have it up here, 1310, but you can see where they're wicking, guys. So we're right in the right area. Okay? This is what I look at on this chart here. There's no rhythm. It's like, and then bang, and then bang. It's just ugly. Let them do that. I'll wait for that runner. I want this. That's what I want. So we'll let them play that game. Now I'm going to go back. Move this one here for now. So after all this chatting, see? Daily bar still doji. That's a really good key of saying this is chop day, guys. Number 2, once again, 7 to 3. We might have to wait for them to pull back, get into these zones of interest for the final sell-off at, we said, around 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We created the rectangle. So we know that. That one we don't need, so let's move that back. And let him play range. Okay? Now, next thing what we can do is, I'm going to go to a 1 minute chart. And you know what, I'm going to lighten up. This is too bright, guys. Let's go to Williams. No, not Williams. Market makers. Too loud for me. There's an opacity area, 5%. I'm just going to drop it to 5 so I can see the screen better. Yeah, let's clean it up. A lot easier to read. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. What am I looking at this chart? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Pepe, if you're online, good on you. You're looking at something. Anybody know? Ugly. Okay. I know I have a delay, so I'll just start answering. Things I'm looking at is because we are now down to the 1 minute. We've already noticed we're in chop. But for the micro trade, yeah, baseline for sure. We know the volatility is always, but on this one, it's we know we're in consolidation. So, but what I'm looking at, and you're right, I'll say volatile. You're okay there. What I'm looking at is a few things here. I'm really going to squeeze the screen so you can understand. Very true. Yeah, Hines, you're on the money on that one. I'm looking at Williams. Okay, first we know for sure the bottom area of interest that I marked earlier. We have a prior low here, which they're sniffing out. But what also I'm looking at is I'm going to look at the top here, and we'll get a little more education on this so you understand how to use it. You know, Hines, I'm ignorant. I don't know what IMSA is. But anyways, we'll get to it. But volatility, actually, Isham, you're right. I am looking at volatility in a sense. You're right, correct. You know, I stand back here. You're right. I'm looking at, first thing I usually look at is, I'm actually looking at the back of this screen because I'm using NASDAQ, okay? That is what Isham was saying is volatility, okay? In the Williams indicator, when I have it written out, this is for NASDAQ numbers, so you have to figure it out what you want on for YM and everywhere else. For my comfort zone, on the Williams, on the very bottom, oh, I forgot I wrote that. If it's running. Where are you? I need the spot right here. Okay, tick range backgrounds, these colors here. Extreme tick range means if she's bouncing 50 ticks a minute, because I'm on 1 minute chart, guys, okay? 1 minute. So if she's bouncing 50 ticks, that's $250 whipping. Boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm looking at. 40, 25, 12. These are my numbers. You can always change it according to your trading style. This is what I'm comfortable with, okay? That's what these numbers are. If I'm doing ES, you got to really drop these numbers because it moves so slow, okay? But that's the first thing I'm looking at. So I know from 9:30, now you think about this, from 9:30 till 10 o'clock, that half hour, we actually had over $250 whippages. But look at this. This is how guys are losing their money. We're in consolidation. This one, the ISMA, is this what you call the ISMA? So, oh, IMSA. Sorry. Gotcha, Heinz. This is not the letter I. It's actually an exclamation mark. It's a yelling sign. I was trying to figure what to use for that. That's correct. I do look at the ISMA. Okay. So, the M, momentum down. A, pointing down. Now it just turned gold, so we're having a lot of buying pressure right now. If you're a scalper, it's just starting, see? She's just starting to push. And the market's, where are we at? Quarter after, see, there you go. Quarter after 10, guys. Always quarter after 10, 10, 15. How everything is turning around again. See? They're just starting. They'll probably tap up, bounce down again. It's bouncing like this. Drives you crazy. That's so predictable now. So, but yeah, I will look at this and things are turning around, but the buy sell activator is still on the sell side. So we're still below the turnaround time. But now, as you can see, we're starting to get, actually it's a sell-off maybe. This could be the banker's candle right here. Okay, we're close to the market open. So we were on a sell-off this morning, but look at all the chop. And where are we here? Target 1. And then this is Jose's indicator that he designed. Now take a look how big the range is. 80, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, almost a 60-point range in 15 minutes on NQ. This is huge, okay? We're back in this zone where it's going to be ugly. They just put it back in there and they're going to play a game again. But what I'm giving Jose credit to is, even on his indicator, we would say this was our breakout candle right on the bottom up all this playing. Look at how it literally hit his target 1. There's a little red marking here, target 1, and also we had market open. Even though it looked like it was a small trade, credit to Jose. So it was his methodology. There's your $400 trade. If you can take the heat sometimes, right? And this was at just before top of the hour, so it did that final push. But yeah, they're going to play up, down. I think they're just going to play up and down today, guys. So I'm not even going to play this little range here. Because this was too choppy for the first half hour. It was their first impulse move. Maybe it's going down today, I don't know. But it's just too whippy. Now, when I'm looking at this, when this top corner here, green starts, they're just trying to tell you, and these little triangles here, these are correlated to 2, saying it's a possibility of a trend reversal. But look at, we still have a lot of price action that we've been playing around right here, and even in this zone. See, they're back in all that ugliness again, guys. And if we look at a larger picture, maybe it is technically a head and shoulders pattern. We don't know yet. I still think they're going to play around for a while here. Okay? And that's what I'm looking at in here. I know it looks noisy because I have enough stuff on there. Oh, no. So, this is what I'm looking at. But let's take a look at the other things is the price action. This one time worked. Yes, this one kind of failed. This one is kind of failing. So there's no optimum rhythm right now. So like I said, guys, let's just wait for them to finish. Let's go back once again. Take a look what's happening in the hour chart. Just for verification. Very ugly. Still playing that game. We're not trading. We're not giving our money to them. Okay? Now let's see. Now let's take a look. That was that extremity, okay? This is what I don't like. This is a 15-second chart, guys. Okay? She's binging right now. My little alien drum. We had that first impulse move. The nice thing about the 15-second chart, what I like using, is, and look at this, we're right in market maker. See this? Why do we want to play? Below the market maker, maybe we could have took that trade possibly. But look at this. We're in baseline again. And we're in market maker. We have conflicting trades right now. Look how low the volatility is, or the market price is at 0.17, 0.16, 0.15. Like I said, it might probably come down here to try it one more time, maybe a little bit deeper to that other zone. Maybe even get to here, but I still think 11 o'clock top of the hour is better than the 10:05. Actually did kind of work. Look at that. Yeah, it kind of worked, but it's just, look how ugly this is. I don't want to play this. And then lastly, and I'll tell you on Heinz here, in or out of the cloud. On a 15-second chart, you don't want to play this, right? This cloud here, this is, and it's also in market maker. Look at this. This is a $400 swing, bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. See, they're bouncing this way. And we don't know if they want to break down, break up. Once it starts breaking down, see, boom, 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 then we might be okay. What you can do is, if you like to try to do a breakout, let's see if it'll work on this one. I don't know if it'll work on a 15-second chart. I have the 915. Okay? 915 is set to Eastern Standard Time. Let's see if 915 will work on a 15. Okay, no problem. We can put a 30-second chart as well. So here's yesterday's. Did it work on today? It didn't. So I don't know if I can use it on a 15-second. Oh no, it's right there. Look how tight it is. Yeah, it's right there. Perfect. Oh, it is. It's the big box. See? Right here, guys. Look how ugly that is. Right there. And what that box represents is the price action for about, I think it's 6 or 9 minutes. I can't remember. From minute 9 to minute 14. And what you want to do is, once you break out of that box, see your risk here, it'll show you a couple times. Once you break out of here, this is what you can do the trade. Once you get into here, you just say, I'm not going in. And sometimes what will happen is, no, it's fine. So like from this point forward, you could have taken that trade. That's how I made the 915. But I will put it for Heinz's entertainment, or he's curious, a 30-second chart. It doesn't really matter. And then we'll get to that last tick range, and then we'll get into the S. I'll be back one second. Grab that. Ready. Still whipping? Yeah. Alrighty. Also, how tight the cloud is. Yeah, actually, the tighter the cloud, big top, the better it is. I like it. When it is tight, where they're getting ready for their position, give it some time. Alrighty. So that whole morning, some guys could have made a little bit of profit, but now they're playing that whip game. See, back and forth, back and forth. and we will let them play. So when it gets to this zone, guys, what I will do, like I said in my earlier, I'm still going to be looking at this delta, right? Now look at how many times now. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. That was a whip, but look at how they are here again. And this is delta. Why delta? Why not? You know, delta is buying and selling contracts. Remember? So you could see they're getting ready. There's no strong aggressive buying. There's not strong selling. Yep. It will. And we said big top, and I'll show you, because I'm not really trading today, guys, because this is just ugly. I've been saying there's 3 types of trades: buying, selling, and just waiting. And today is that wait day, which I hate. But this is what I'm looking for. Hopefully it bounce down here again and then buy up. That's what I'm looking at. There's a lot of selling pressure here, though. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 60 minute, 2. There's only 3 left, but they're strong. See, they're the more dominant ones, guys. See, 62 hour. Once we start seeing this colors start changing, then we can start looking maybe a possibility of a buy. Okay. Now we'll let them whip out of the game and see. So today's range was extreme, and I'm staying away out of the 915 box. Okay, so now we know what that chart looks like. There's the breakdown slowly. Okay, now lastly, if you're trying to get into a trade and you can take a little bit of heat once in a while, and if you feel you're confident enough, here it's at 10 o'clock bottom. What you can do is use a tick range to feel what the market sentiment is. Since we've been so whippy lately, see how it's bounce, bounce, bounce. That's just going to drop down, maybe break down to 1391. I like using this as well for finding consistent areas of support and resistance, even in intraday trading. So I'll give you an example here. Because this is very, very fine-tuned. Like, for example, this was that, well, this is 4 in the morning. See how she was just vibrating, 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 breaks down. But if we look at 14, 13, 4, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 4, you know that should be an area. And then look to the left, 3, 5, 25, 3, 5, 25, 3, 5, 25. 3, 4, 75. Look at how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, all within this kind of range. We know that's the support and resistance. And also this is your key right here, telling you it's vibrating. Dip a little bit lower, make your profit. Then they screw you. But what you do is, once you get a rhythm going and you know you're trending, and this one looks like it wants to push down, we're at 10:30, so we're going to look at top of the hour, is let's see. We got 98, 95, 91. Okay, so we'll do 95, 91 here. And then we can look at 07. See, we got 07, 05, 07, 07. See, they're at 011. Let's see if they push it down, if we can get in this zone here. They finally broke it down, but look at this. This is the area, would have been our double top. So possibly now, on the last little area, whoops, because they've been sticking around for quite a while. See, 52.75 twice at 10:15 to 10:21. Sure, no problem. You're talking zoom in or zoom out? I just wanted to crunch the screen so you could see as many numbers as possible for looking for consistent numbers. See? 13,45275, 13,45275. There's your double top. There you go. And that happened at 10:22. we said 10.15 usually, so 10.15 was right here. There's your first area, second area. So they're going to drop it down probably to, worst case scenario, 13.350. I'm just looking at the high volume, and there's no high volume bars yet, guys. So, and now we're at 13.403. And if you're willing to take a trade, what I would do, as soon as it starts vibrating here, I want to see if it vibrates a few times. You could maybe put a limit order here, but I look at 28, 29, 25, 31. There's more. These two are a little bit more, they're a little bit more strong. But see how she's tapping once and tapping twice, and then she'll probably pop down one more time. But it's already on the big move. So we got to wait till 95, 91. And then now, because I'm going to wait till top of the hour and see what happens. See, they're finally doing that first little push, maybe to here. This is our buy-in. Because remember, 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock, guys, we said it should be buying, and we know 13 out of the 15 timestamps worked. Okay? So I'd rather go onto the odds of the 13.15 instead of taking the sell-off right now. Plus, we have all this buying energy. If it does even go to extremities to here, to 13.337.39, or wherever the number will be, maybe it will be better for us. And then we can take it and let it run for the rest of the day. One trade, we're done. But other than that, guys, there's no trading for me until top of the hour, or maybe even till 1 or 2. And I might just shut down this video because there is no trades for me that I like until then. But what I want to do, where is this? Just so you know what I'm looking at, the last thing I'm looking at. Let me see if I can find the chart here. I got so many going here for education. Let's go here. Yeah, see how they're bouncing back, playing that dumb game again? Okay, I think it's in this one of these four, right here. This is what I'm looking at. See, it's consolidation. They're playing this game. Even on a 5-minute chart, looked like it was a big runner. Look how ugly it is. They're just bouncing. I think this is my trade here, guys. At 13.50 at 2 o'clock, which will be 12 o'clock my time, I'll see if they're finally done this bottom out play game, and I think I'm going to buy in. Because if I buy in from that point forward, if it is true, I got my runner. It looks like till close. So from there to close, this will be my trade for today. Other than that, they're just holding. Any questions before I log off, guys? And I'll make sure I put up all my templates today, and then you guys can tweak them and do whatever. But you got to realize my templates will be set at Eastern Standard Time. So if you see timestamps of 9:30 a.m., that's New York Eastern Standard Time, because my computer is set for New York Eastern Standard Time. This is my trading computer, and I keep it on New York. Okay? So, just any questions before I shut down? I will do that for you, Leonard. Other than that, guys, the people who talk, no, Big Top, Hines, and Isham, and the others that are watching, because I see a few numbers up there. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, I'm really trying to educate you guys. This is free education, and it's kind of my passion. If you guys all can be consistent traders, we're mini Reddits. I'll just say that. And once you guys start making $200 a day, $300 a day, and you can see the runners at 1,000, 2,000, you get that psychological thing out of there, then you'll say, okay, I get it. So, other than that, you guys just take care, pinpoint your trades, trade safe, and you guys have a great day. Take care.
Hi.
Yo!
Big change.